Henk Akkerman, Supply Network Dynamics, Chapter 7, Part 4, the Stage Gate Approach. The stage gate approach has become the normal way of managing a portfolio of new product development projects. Because that is the problem that many companies have. They have so many different projects and all of them are successful. So you have to find some way of funneling a whole bunch of interesting projects gradually into a small number of successful projects. So that's what's shown in the picture on the right hand side. You have all these potential very small projects, and by letting them pass through a gate where some will pass, others won't, you can kill the less promising ones early on, so that you can give more attention after this pruning process to the more successful ones, which you then will kill. In the end, you have something like 50% market success. Also because the costs initially are often low, and in the later stages they are higher. So this pruning process is helpful to direct most of the resources to the most promising projects. And the left hand side is basically what the process it looks like. You have the rectangles are when the work is being done, and then the gates are when it is decided whether or not this project will continue. And here you've got gates for the overall process, but you can have smaller gates in between. And that sounds like a very good process. It probably is also, but especially when there are very challenging complexities happening, it may not be so successful, especially because there is information asymmetry in the beginning. In the beginning, it may well seem that the amount of work that's being done is being underestimated, that the amount of work that you need to do. So, it may also be that you're too optimistic about the productivity of the people who have to do the work. So, if in the beginning you set off all these projects that they more or less starve, then it may well be that you kill off successful projects that could have been very successful, but just don't perform that well in the beginning. The stage gate process was at least also used in the case, and what we see is that it sets off this notion of a gate where you have to look good, sets off some managerial responses which in the longer run and the overall project may not at all be so smart, but in the short run make sense because they at least allow you to pass the next gate. Okay, that's setting of this case.